Good numbing. Hello YouTube, I hope you're all doing well, and welcome back to Session 7 of Final Fantasy XVI, where last we left off, we got to try out our new power, the power we stole from Hugo Kopka, the power of the Titan. And today, it's about time we go get him. He's had it good for too long. And by had it good for too long, I mean he's been alive for too long, he's got to go. We've got some hunts to do first, to like warm up into, but the main event is going to be hunting down Hugo. Because we've unlocked that level. Like if I go to open world map, this is ominously waiting for us. But we've got a couple hunts we can, and just other little bits and bobs we can do first. And I'm sorry about not streaming on Saturday. The internet was still being funky from that Friday stream. Because the Friday stream, as you may have noticed, was very short. There's a little bit of everything was working against us. So our new hunt is in the over in the Valkyrie Desert, also where we've been, in Dhalmekia. A hill to die on. Among Republican merchants, reports abound of caravans being crushed by a black boulder, a creature indeterminate in nature, but quite decided in size, strength, and spite. He or she who took it upon themselves to seek out and slay this black mass would earn the eternal gratitude not only of the desert traders, but of the curse breakers who risk life and limb with every trip through the Valkyrie. And it's literally just Valkyrie Desert. Let me just double check, sorry, before we go. I mean, I took a screenshot of it so we can try and track it down. It's literally just somewhere in the Valkyrie Desert, okay. Let's look for something vaguely obvious as we go travelling around. Because the Valkyrie Desert is, oof. Maybe up there? That looks like that looks quite promising.
Ready, go?
But it said it's on the main caravan, so we could check. It just said Valkyrie Desert, so I'm assuming it's in this chunk and not up here or down there. So let's just kind of ride around until we see something obvious. Or hopefully see something obvious. I'm actually going to be a giant rock monster, so we should just be paying attention for like giant rocks. I'm still going to head to where I first theorized, which is over up here. So we can't really break through that sand just yet. But if we're going to try, and I've been trying to do this for the past couple of weeks, but there's always something that interrupts, try and do at least 2 FF16 streams per week moving forward. At least. When we get Marie done, I'll try and balance it out more evenly between this and the lure. Which, if you look at the schedule, you can kind of see what I'm going for here this week. Or at least trying to do this week. Adelaide Marie being shorter than it is, well, as short as it is, I plan to try and finish on Wednesday. Like, we'll be streaming it tomorrow and Wednesday, but Wednesday will probably be a longer-ish stream, or at least, if I can help it, it'll be a longer-ish stream, just to try and get it all done. Anyway, the creature we're after doesn't seem to be up, unless this is it. Yep, it is. If it's forcing me to hop off, it is. Alright, the fastest to Callan. A big adamantoise.
Well, Clive. Looks like you're gonna need an even bigger sword.
Clive. Oh, he still had an extra shot after all that. Oh, I hit the rocky exterior. It's just like normal adamantoise. You hit the rocky exterior, you know about it. it just stopped. I was hoping I could still get away with that. Ow. I was debating trying to do the Garuda counter, but I didn't trust myself to hit it. Damn it, I hit the fucking edge of fate. Nearly halfway. Oh, shit! Oh, I was way too close. Whoops. Here we are. God, gouged us so little to the stagger gauge. That's what I was really hoping for. I was like, oh, this hits a whole bunch of times. This would be great for trying to get stagger up. Nope. Oh, I was doing this shit again. Way too early. Is it gonna spit? It is. Okay. Okay, 30k. There's a trophy for doing 50k outside of doing iconic summons. And I just think, like, I'm getting closer and closer, but... Oh, fuck! No cigar yet. It might be something I have to kind of look up in my spare time, like what's an easy way to get to that point. Like a boss that can easily be staggered and rack up, and has enough health for you to rack up that damage. It's not charged up at all yet. These are hunt themes. It's a long loop, but I'm just so, like, used to hearing certain parts of it, you know? Hopefully this will kill. No! Ow, fuck! Come on, it's not like a pixel. There we go. It was not like a magic pixel, just wasn't having it. That should be enough to level up, right? Come on! Come on! Really? Come on!
It should have stayed in its shell.
Well, I question that, come on. We need to restock on our potion, so we will return the base first. And then we will head out to fight Hugo. I'm excited. We've been building up like the final showdown with Hugo for a little bit, so I'm excited. Well, they've been building it up since Benedicta went down, to be fair.
Do for you? Going purse weighing you down? You'll not find a better price than that. Come again, or don't.
Alright. Off to Drake's Fang in southwestern Dalmekia. Unlike the other mother crystals of Valistea that tower above the realm, Drake's Fang lies deep and buried deep within a hollow crag scholars call a geode.
What have they stored? What has that gutter rat done to me? Out of my sight, witch! I'll kill you, Rossfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do?
Hugo's so driven by his vengeance, he's just going to become so easily manipulated.
Just
Is this game gonna try and make me feel sorry for this bubbering idiot? Because he's so driven by his own personal vengeance that he's just gonna get manipulated by the first motherfucker who seemingly gives him a chance.
A Mother Crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo? Clive Rossfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
she did.
Why am I feeling like this halberd guy is like a piece of Ultima or something, and that's how he knows all this shit?
I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light. Muthos is here. Very well. It shall be
Yeah,
so.
yeah, because he's calling Clive Mythos. So I think that's an extension of Ultima. Or something, like a vessel of Ultima.
Everything to me,
Yep.
Your Majesty.
Or like a subject of something of Ultima, you know? He might be Ultima's bitch for all I know, but he's something connected to Ultima, that's for sure. Clive, you're not the stealth expert you seem to think you are. Ooh. Yeah, why do you think your dog was growling? Something's gone bad here already.
Orcs. Did the royalists bring them from Ash?
Oh, into the darkness. Are we actually going to do like some kind of actual sneaking around, or are we just going to get up there? Look at Clive.
Isn't part of the Waluda army now. How the hell did that happen?
Oh, more hearings of this Waloed. I feel like Waloed's going to be like the last kingdom we go to, because they seem to be like, have like their finger in every single pie. It's like they're like the ultimate evil sort of thing. Okay, yeah, no, we're supposed to just get in there.
Soil and stone!
Oh, nice. I told you we were close.
Taken over the entire mine.
Oh, we'll just have to take it all back. Even though it's not our kingdom, it's not really our problem, but still. Can I carry these guys? Yes, they are light enough, awesome.
Over here!
You know, that's actually a point. And I haven't really considered it, but I don't think it does because of the nature of like the red dots that keep on appearing on screen. Considering this is a Devil May Cry combat director, where it's got that old thing from DMC where if an enemy was off screen, their AI got ever so slightly subdued
So much
to make it so you couldn't just get like bullshitted. Like they'd still hit you eventually, but it was less likely if they were off camera. I think the fact that the game like red dots around the screen tells me that that's not what they're doing, which would be a shame because I actually really liked that little quality of life feature. I like the music with this bit. Well, I said it wasn't new, it's Soken. It's got a real da 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 da. There's a gap there. Just want to look around first. Ah, here's why I want to look around. Okay, no, through the gap we go. The ultimate way that I could should really be using to check what way's the right way and what way's the wrong way that could lead to loot is Torgal, and I just never use him. I just forget about the whole animal instinct thing because I think it's pretty easy most of the time to figure out where you should be going. I know toggle's more just there for like accessibility options to make sure that you're never lost, but I really doesn't think it takes much in terms of just fucking critical thinking to figure out where you need to go. Oh, I caught some projectile. That was entirely deliberate. Yeah. No, I had no idea. Ow, fuck! What the hell was that?
Stay down. Farewell.
What's down there?
It's over.
Corner bullying. Don't have to worry about repositioning. I think I will have to reposition to get around Festo. Yep. Oh, jeez. All these hunts and side quests we're doing, there's a bit of a level difference between me and them, I'm noticing. Oh, I should have got that. Guess I was just too early, but still.
Farewell.
Oh, jeez, it was like... Favor of Lightning. Oh, is that for, I think that's going to boost our Lightning Rod, which I actually will want to equip because it's really good. By 9%, yeah, that's good. We'll lose our Berserker, but I was going to get rid of it eventually anyway, because I miss Precision Attack. The only thing out of like, the Berserker thing is that it's very easy to bullshit parries. Right, is this the way it wants us to go? Yes, okay, let's look over here first. So that's why you should be using Torgal.
Won't be going any further this way.
Well, I had to check anyway, Clive. There might have been loot.
Stairs. This must be the way out.
You're a big boy.
Waken wind.
Well, well, now they're turbo dead. Just ignore the fact they died before I hit them. Oh, music stopped. Oh, that's probably why the music stopped.
I won't be sneaking past this one. How did it get in here?
That's a very good question, Clive. Damn, nearly half. Well, actually, I think I did over half. That's bad. I'm getting back. Yep. I sensed danger. Ah, fuck it. I'll do the grab. I keep on trying to get cheeky, I should just kill this thing. I keep on trying to do bullshit that won't work, you know? There we go. You know, I should be trying to use Titanic Block more often, though. Because that's fun. You nail that and you just go bang! And just knock them off. But I get so into my combo rhythm that this just doesn't cross my mind. It's literally exactly the same as what happens with Royal Guard in Devil May Cry. It's that it's always an option, and you know it's always there, but you get so carried away with all the other bullshit you're doing that sometimes you just forget to use it. God, everyone's dead. Yeah, okay, let's go this way. I wish you could spam it out of combat, just to move quicker. That it's like... Final Fantasy 16 as a whole is fucking phenomenal, but there's a lot of teeny... Well, not a lot, actually. It's only a few things. Like, a few tiny things that I kind of want to see, like, little subtle improvements on if, like, this team gets to make another one. Like, movement options out of combat. I want to be able to, like, just, like, zip around like a maniac. And a lot of games just don't really bother with that. Like, the movement is important outside of combat, you know?
Come on, Togo.
And it's games like Devil May Cry that really pioneered that, because there's always a fun, creative, and faster way to get around other than just running. You know, whether it was something as simple as stinger spamming to, you know, gunslinger flipping your way up a ledge instead of jumping it to, like, whatever in between, you know. There's always another way of getting around to make it more fun. God, it looks like Atlas. Like, that glowing thing, it almost looks like there's a person should be there. It's like Atlas holding the world. Which, to be fair, that kind of imagery is probably deliberate. Considering it's Titan we're approaching. Oh, his Ultima's... extra.
Let the trial begin.
Yeah, and Clive's gonna realise and go, oh god, not these things. Spirits within? Where a fucking minute. Are you really? Are you serious? Ow, fuck. I'm getting bullied by Final Fantasy Spirits Within, the really shitty CG movie. Okay, no, I haven't got the timing on this yet. It seems to be the Undertaker, by the way. That's cool. Spirits Within. That's hilarious. Oh, okay. I haven't got the timing on that one. That was too late. Oh, I would have thought I got that, but I guess not. Oh, it staggered itself. It did that entirely on its own because it hit the electric. Exhume. Okay, this is just its general. Got it. It's Spirits Within. That's just so funny to me. Of all the things to reference, why that stupid fucking film. I say that, I'm sure it's got its crowd, but fuck me, it's not, I'm not one of them. I'm very much a spirits without kind of person, you know, without that fucking film where spirits are raised. Because I think that just hit the thing again. See, this is why Lightning Rod's so important, because I think it did that to itself again. Oh, it's again. I'm gonna be honest, I might put Berserker back on because Precision Dodge doesn't have the magic it used to when I'm using it. I'm like, man, I kind of just miss getting like a full counter parry off of it. I might put it on but take off, honestly, combo damage. Just because Lightning Rod is too good. So the fact that we can get a boost on that is just, that's staying, you know? See, it did it to itself again. This thing does more to itself than I do to it because of the Lightning Rod. But yeah, I might actually put that back on. And try and figure out what else I would rather drop. Because I kind of like combo damage as well. I'm not using Thunderstorm. I can have this cutscene to think about how I want to rearrange it.
Seems we're expected.
So this is the power of Mythos.
Ooh. Alright, first things first. Now Ignition is really... These two are really good, so if I'm going to swap something off, I think it has to be this. Whoops. Is it this? No, that's Gil. Experience. Okay, start by 12, gouge cooldown. Yeah, the Berserker ring, yep. Colossal Days Vogue. It's probably Dazbog, but still. How are we doing on potions? We need to pick up another high potion at some point. There it is. Oh shit. Loving the dungeon theme, Soken. Loving the dungeon theme, Soken. This is sick.
What the hell is going on? Are these things here for me? Or for him?
Ooh. I think these things are here for you, Clive. Everything here surrounding Ultima seems to be focused around getting Clive for something. Probably for his, like, icons absorbing powers. Like, Ultima might want him to absorb, like, all the other icon powers, and then he takes Clive so he can have, like, this ultimate weapon of all the forms underneath him. Here comes more. Oh. Bravery. Some opponents will use Bravery, which boosts their attack, if I remember rightly. Invigorating by allies, enhancing their performance in battle. Look for the Bravery icon and defeat those targets quickly or risk taking more damage. So yeah, this thing needs to go. Damn it, I was trying to see if I could squeeze that in. Oh, there's more joining us, including more of these fucks. Hang on. Picked up a potion? What? Oh, what shot us? Hey, no. Hey. Enough of that shit. So enough of the performance-enhancing magic. Get out of here. I think Torgal killed it before I did, but we can pretend. Can I sit on the throne? Oh, that would have been a nice little Easter egg. How are you doing on heals?
First
Okay, we're capped
walks
out.
are these nightmares? Is this your doing, Ultima?
Even Clive knows. Oh, this is like an arena. I'm just gonna get ready now. Yep. Oh, and a Lish. Oh. Shit. The whole time I'm triggering the lightning rod, it was worth keeping the guard going. There we are. So I think I might have to keep the Zerg for that. Because that's actually really helpful to just kind of get those free parries every now and then. So I just think he's dead. We're back up to 1,000 magic ability points. Is there anything I actually want? So I don't need to master anything. I could take up some one of these ultimates finally. I could upgrade this. You know, we got the point spare, we will. We can undo the upgrade if we don't need it. Fine. Oh, that's not the door. That door, okay. This one's a big one. Uh-oh. Yep, the fact it's fading to blood, it's like, uh-oh, I sense danger.
You've been busy, Kupka. But where did you go? Heart.
I mean, if you're so close to it, Clive, you might as well go for it.
I can feel it. Come on, Torgal.
We're going to get back and Jill's going to be like, alright, I'm ready for combat. I'm feeling all better again after everything with the Iron Kingdom. I'm ready to take on the next crystal. And Clive's like, I've already beat one. And she's like, what? You know, I already destroyed one, entirely on my own. I destroyed like the Earth one. Because it does feel like the Iron Kingdom side story arc was really cool, and the boss we fought at the end of that was sick. But it almost feels like it was designed solely to make an excuse to have Jill be out of the party afterwards. For a while. Which is fine, but at the same time it's just noticed, you know? Not every single kingdom is treated equally in this game. Sunbreak got a shit ton of time, Rosaria got a shit ton of time. Dhalmekia is getting a decent amount of time, but like Iron Kingdom? What fucking Iron Kingdom? It was actually one dungeon, like a little detour and then we were done. They're building up Waloed a shit ton, but we get to actually go over there. I imagine that'll be like the last like quarter of the map. And you know, like top right was Sunbreak, top left was Rosaria. Now we're in Dhalmekia, so I imagine the bottom right corner will be Waloed, like approaching Waloed area. See how many of these we can catch. 6, nice.
That better be the last of them.
Okay, we're all stacked up on potions, let's go. We're just gonna walk straight in on him. Is he just gonna be right in front of us when we get it? Yep. Hey Hugo, how's it been?
My everything. I've missed you so much. Kuka!
Oh, I don't think that's her. At all. I think that's Ultima. I think that's Ultima being, like manipulating him further.
We parted again.
I think you're getting really played with. Yeah, he's getting completely fucked with. She's not there. I don't know why she has to be naked in this illusion, but whatever. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh no. Yeah, Ultima's gonna completely, like, make this warped image to make him go berserk on us. Oh, Jesus Christ. That is an image. Yeah, he's gonna try and stoke the raid. Yeah, and Clive's in there going, what the fuck's what's going on here? Not realizing the like Ultima's putting in all these like images in his head. Yeah, he's going full Titan.
He's priming.
Get ready.
Not now.
Yeah, Ultima's completely messing with Hugo. Completely putting all this stuff in his head. Meanwhile, we're trying to keep our headache in check.
Come on. Find him. You've done this before. You can do it again. Let the flames burn within you. No. Let them burn without. Come to me, Ifrit!
I don't think there's time shenanigans like I first thought. I think like there's an actual Joshua going around, and the shadowy figure is just another extension of Ultima, who's been who was manipulating things to trick Clive, especially at the start of the game to put things in motion. Also, I think it just oh god, yeah, I think we're in business now all of a sudden. Whoa! All right, time to get mosey on. Uh oh. Hello, Titan! Oh, still handless, I see. Never mind. Makes sense. Actually, makes sense. Considering, you know, what we've seen before. You know, we were literally ripping limbs off of Garuda forever ago. And just getting them back. We had our arm cut off forever ago and we got it back. I wonder if that means, like, Hugo's got his hands back. If that works that way. Oh, wait. Voice of the land. Like a little tick, just annoying him. Oh, this again. Do this all day, you fuck. There we go. Nearly 650,000 damage. So that's why I said it does. The trophy for doing 50,000 damage doesn't count prime fights. Because the numbers get hyper-exaggerated anyway. Oh, is that out of arena? That is, I think. Yeah, that's out of arena. Okay, we just got to keep dodging until he gets bored. You've learned Brimstone. So it's like, alright, bitch. You figured something out. Have this. Uh-oh. I think Titan's design is fantastic in this game, by the way. I like the more crazed, like look to it. Then Brimstone from Titan. R2 and square to emit a violent explosion. Hold it to increase the explosion size and strength. Exit any time to cancel. If it's invulnerable to damage whilst charging Brimstone. Surviving an attack, however, will automatically trigger the explosion. Or suffering an attack.
Let's give this a try. Not bad.
Fuck yes. I like he a lot. Oh shit. But I like that whole, like, because Clive's already absorbed part of Titan. Ow. So if there's anything Titan can do, theoretically, although the size difference might count to something, we could do too. Because we've got it, you know? So I get it. How quickly does this charge, out of quick curiosity? Oh, decently quick, actually. Okay, use that whenever you get the chance, is what I'm getting out of that. Oh, I mistimed that. Oh, he has a follow-up now. Oh, I was trying to cancel out of it into the dodge, but it wasn't letting me have it. 750,000 damage, hell yes. Oh shit. Nah! I'm just holding me alive. Nah! Oh! Well, the music shifted. Some for cinematic ender. I doubt this is it. This is a boss fight in Final Fantasy XVI. This is just the end of Phase 1. Oh, that can't be good. I'm not sure I want to know what happens if you actually eat the crystal outright and like absorb all that aether. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be good at all. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey, Clive? Run. Yeah, even Clive's like, what the fuck? Urban Fury. Oh. Oh shit. Are we really... Oh shit. Hello, music? Oh! Oh my god! This is this thing from the trailers. Oh, I've been curious about this. I don't think he's going to fight it now. I thought it was going to be like endgame. Alright, so devouring crystals turns you into whatever the fuck that is. Yeah, Everett's like, oh god help me. That's what that is. Oh fuck yes. Oh my god, this game is amazing. Oh my god, this game is peak. Oh, whoops. This is so sick. Hell yes! Hell yes! I love the scale of this. This is like straight up like God of War 3 bullshit. I live for it. Whoa! Ow. Did he destroying his own limbs to stop me progressing? That's raw as hell. Uh-oh. Same again, but now the other side? Yes, okay. Hey! On your arm now. You know what I said we was fighting like normal Titan and I said we're like a tick to this thing? Yeah. I think the game heard me and was like, yeah, literally, huh? We're a pipsqueak compared to this map, like monolithic being. Oh hell yes. Rip it out of his roots. Oh, also 631,000 damage, and that health bar, look how little of it came off. So this guy's health bar's in the millions easily.
I've got you now.
Uh-oh. Although this might, like, this is one of those games where even if, like, there are things in it I end up, like, not liking when I finish it, that there's, like, little things here and there, I think the sheer, like, hype factor and wow factor of this game will hold its own for the rest of time. This game is phenomenal to like, play and just see in action, you know? Like, this game lives for the moments, but those moments are some of the hypest shit I've seen, like, ever. Like, this game went to the Metal Gear Rising school of how to make boss fights extremely exciting. But also has, like, the Square Enix, like, big budget. You know, like, the king-size budget that Metal Gear Rising was never gonna get in comparison, you know, a decade ago. Nice. Oh, phase shift. That is absolutely a phase shift if that interrupted so quickly. Yeah, because we're not doing any damage to it now. Next phase. Yeah, the music's changed. The music's changed completely. So it is another phase. I think I missed. Damn. That's fine. It charges up so quickly, it's not the end of the world. Ow, fuck! No, I will just use a heal. We're doing okay so far. I'm just not talking much because I'm having the time of my life. You know? Like, sorry, I know it's bad streamer etiquette, but I just, like, I keep on forgetting to talk because I'm just having so much fun, you know? And there's a certain charm about that where you can just kind of forget the professionalism for a second because you're just having way too much fun. You know? How often does that happen in anything ever? I say that, I know I'm not the best compared to like a lot of other streamers at maintaining the ability to talk, but you know what I mean. Sometimes I do get too engrossed and just kind of shut up for too long. I'm trying to get better with it though, just make sure like I am talking. Well, obviously the whole trouble is just making sure you're not just talking shit. Like it's one thing talking, it's another thing talking about a brain, you know? I will actually use another heal. There we are. Riverside's not fully charged yet, but it will be. Okay, phase shift anyway, doesn't matter. What you got left for us? Another dodge? Or are we gonna actually counter this? Oh, we're countering it. Uh-oh. Fuck yes.
You're mine.
How are we going to increase the scale beyond this, though? You know? After this, how will we go further from here? Is this another mash? Yes. You're going to blow off his whole arm? Oh, we're gonna pile drive this bitch? Oh, we are! Oh my god! Yes! Oh, I love this game. We're gonna pile drive this motherfucker. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I got that in time. Doesn't matter anyway, we got those heals. Where are you?
Heads up, Hugo.
Oh. Holy 2,700,000 HP in damage that did. Fucking hell. Oh shit, okay, we're not done yet. We're not done yet. No, we got the orchestral things. Hey, Titan. In last stand mode, here we are. Consent. This game is so cool, dude. Uh-oh, what's he doing? Uh-oh. He's running! He's fucking running! Ah! There we go. I was like, would you please just stagger? Can I just say how it's really fucking sick that we're falling through the corpse of a giant motherfucker, beating the shit out of a different giant motherfucker? Can we, like... is that too on the nose to say? Like, come on! Like, I know it's like pointing out the obvious, but this game has, like, no shit care whatsoever if it's too ridiculous. If it's having fun, it has fun, and I live for that kind of mentality. This might do it. Oh, no, we're going to be close, though. Oh, actually, no, the health bar's not moving, so cinematic. Yeah, we made it. Yeah, Titan's gonna spot all this and go, oh! Oh, this little bitch has got the getting more powerful. Oh, we're gonna deck this bitch. This is for all the shit you've caused us, Hugo. You destroyed our fucking hideout. Murdered lots of innocent people just because you had a grudge against a man who wasn't even alive. Hell yes. Hell. Oh, and the screenshot finish as well to like... Oh. Oh, this game is phenomenal. That was a sick fucking boss gauntlet. That was amazing. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. Oh. My heart's racing. Let's see where this goes. Oh, and I mean, while we're here, we might as well destroy Drake's Fang. Yeah, we're just gonna absolutely decimate that Drake's Fang. Oh, Jesus. You spent up everything and became stone. And there's Ultima trying to get at us again.
Is that you, Ultima? What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
So did Ultimate just basically admit that he doesn't understand people as well as he thought, so he'll just come back later when he's figured it out? Okay, thanks, dude. He's absolutely our final boss. There's no two way around it.
Thank you, Joshua.
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong.
Oh, is this our Barnabas? Yep, I think this is Barnabas. Mr. Odin.
But Mythos is stronger. For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
So do we think Waloed is like the whole like nation's powers are in cahoots with Ultima?
Man who gave his life for a woman's head.
Because that would explain all of like the mumbo jumbo bullshit that Halberd was doing. That they're all in cahoots with Ultima. Or the ideology of fate or whatever.
That the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
Trophy unlocked. From stone to sand. Holy Order of the Knights Dragoon. North of the Isle of Ark.
Some medicine, my lord?
Me lord. Sorry.
I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
Alright, shit, just trying to sell some wares. You know?
You must consider your health. my
Dion.
prince.
Oh, we're going to go for Bahamut
If a
next.
show of
I wonder if
force
that's
is
what this
needed
is.
to
Because I
keep
think
the
Odin's
Daleks at
last.
bay,
Because of all that Waloed being tied in with
trust in
Ultima. I think that's going to be
dreams.
last.
I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmecs suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope.
Hey yo. Dion's like Giga-based, got it. That's cool though.
Forgive me, Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
I knew that Dion was kind of cool, but fuck, I didn't realize he was that cool. Kind of spicy. Everyone in this game's so cool, from one way or another. Even like the people you're not supposed to like, they're kind of like, man, I hate them, but fuck, you know? Dion's sick though, I really like Dion. The few scenes we've seen on him, he seems really interesting.
Cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Olivier has been made emperor.
What? That stupid kid?
What is the meaning of this?
My father's orders. What were they? Quickly! Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Yeah, it was all an undercut plan. They suspected Dion was going to go traitor, so they threw him out and immediately put Olivier as in position of power. So the Duchess's kid is now in power. That's awful. We got
Terence,
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
And I bet that's how we're going to meet Dion, because we're going to go to the palace. Oh shit! We're going to go into the palace with intention to. Oh, hey Josh.
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
With intention to destroy the crystal and then bump into Dion.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
Ooh. Ooh. I've said it before, but I genuinely think at some point Dion's going to join our side. I think we might have to fight him and calm him down a little bit first, but I think he's going to join our side. But nevertheless, 1, 2, or was it like here-ish? Well, 2, 3 crystals down. 1, 2 to go. I think. I don't think there's a third one I'm missing somewhere. Because there was one up here that broke before the events of the story. Which, considering what we know now, I wouldn't be surprised if Sid did something about that yonder. But I think we'll fight Dion here, because I think this is Waloed here. So I think, yeah, I think it makes sense. Sign towards the hideout, Bahamut and the next crystal, and then Odin and the last crystal. And then afterwards it will probably be whatever endgame shit's going on with Ultima. But let's head home. It's given all those cutscenes have given me time to kind of cool off since the boss fight. Because my heart races in some of those boss fights. Like, it's the closest I've been to just being entirely overwhelmed in a video game, like overstimulated and overwhelmed, like in that sense, in as long as I can remember.
The good news.
Like it's very like you can really impress me and really excite me and all the rest, but it's rare for a game to straight up like overstimulate and make me need to kind of take a breather. And so far, the only time the game's fully done that was the Shadow. But the fact that it did it at all when nothing else has in like the past 20 odd years or so of me playing video games is still extremely impressive. Like the doppelganger Shadow fight, that was insane. That fight, the fight we just did as well was equally fucking crazy, but I can think I'm a little bit more prepared for it mentally, so it didn't get me as much. You know? Oh, we got new hunts to do. We got new State of the Realm stuff. That's stage select. Let's have a look at stage select. Yeah. Like, this was still, like, the craziest one to me. Also, yeah, you can tell I've done a few more S ranks since. This was the craziest one to me. I was completely overwhelmed and overstimulated when we finished that fight and had to, like, take a minute to come away. But this was really cool, too. I think I like this fight the most so far, that boss fight, because of how technical it is. The fight against Hugo one-on-one was sick as well, just because it's, like, no bullshit, mono v mono, no, you're not leaving until one of you is dead kind of like situation. I love that kind of feeling. Oh, let's go talk to before we do that, let's go talk to Times, see if we can hit level 5 and get that trophy finally.
How good it is to see you, Clive. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
Let's see if it gets level 5. I'll respond to a message as well. Ah, not quite.
What subject shall we consider today?
Hang on, let's go respond to a message. Hang on, sorry. There we are. Sorry, I just had to respond to that. Alright, so we're not quite level 5 yet. But we're getting there. Like, all these bars are starting to fill up. You know, alludes up to of their own bullshit. Orcs.
You are always welcome, Clive.
Awesome. Let's go. Oh, we got... No, we don't. As I say, because we beat a new major boss, and we got a new weapon we can forge. State of the Realm's updated, but so it's a hunt board, so let's just go chat to Otto first and see where we're going. Hey, Jill's alright. Oh, it's actually, if it's not going to auto-activate a cutscene, I'm going to go check in on what hunts we got. Oh, we got a few. Dhalmekia. Okay, the discovery of a fallen giant in Rosarian ruins we've lately been investigating. All work in the region have been halted with immediate effect, and all members have proceed no further than the village gate. Lest the echo should be awakened by our presence. No further action may be taken without Sid's express permission. Oh, I wonder where that is. I'm going to screenshot all of these, so when we head out, we can start just finding them. They're all Dhalmekia, so that's kind of nice. And this one, I imagine might be in Dhalmekia as well. We just got to find it for ourselves. Can we just head out, actually? Oh, we can. Alright, let me check my screenshots. I can get rid of the previous one because we don't need that anymore. So, Empty Hovel, Cattery, and the Jaw. Empty Hovel, Cattery, the Jaw. The Jaw. That's it. Bandit spared. Seratina. Oh, there's like there. I think that's what I said. And maybe down here since that's not blocked anymore. Yeah, let's go head off and let's go do these. Oh, the music seems a bit more depressive. The Jaw's not too big an area, so I'd like to think we'll bump into whatever's... Oh, is it you? Yep. The Nine of Knives. He's a rank A, so we've got to be careful, because he will kill us.
My blade yet hungers, and so do I. Come, let us feast on your flesh. Your feasting days are over.
Oh, 38, I just realised the level difference. Gotta be careful a little. Oh, he had a follow-up. Fuck, I just ate shit. Oh, he chases. Okay. Trying to figure it out. Oh, and used too short range that time. Get out of here with that. Hey, he took himself out. Awesome. we're going to be here for a while. I'm looking at the damage and how little his health's moving. Yeah, we're going to be here for a little bit. We need to stun him at least 2 more times yet. I'm trying to get a Titanic block. I'm trying to be really cheeky. There we go. It's been a while since we hit it, so I felt like I was obligated to at least try. Staggered himself. One more stagger round and we got him. Uh-oh. Poison Mist you can't counter the way I wish you could. Oh, fucking not this shit again. Alright, run! I'd rather just guarded all that than at that point. Gotcha. I didn't even need the stagger, you gotcha. Oh, is that level up? That better be, it's 5 fucking thousand experience points. Hey!
Those who kill for sport deserve no better.
Oh yeah, look at all these bodies. And we know the other one is up near Seratina. And the last one is, let me check my screenshots, hang on. I can get rid of that once we beat it. Oh, sorry, the Cattery and the Hovel. So it's not at Seratina, that's different. We need to find the Cattery. Let's break off down here to see if we can figure anything out.
Let's go. Run like the wind.
Actually, I will get this. I mean, it might be a potion, might as well. That S-rank hunt is a little worrying. I wonder where it is. I wonder if at that point we're going to start getting like super bosses. Actually, give me a sec. I'm going to turn my fan up a little bit. It's starting to get a bit hot. There we are, let's continue. Where's that split part? Okay, on the other side of the bridge. Maybe we haven't unlocked it yet, but I want to point out whilst we're doing this, it's kind of weird that they've got literal drifting on your chocobos, yet there's no chocobo racing in this game. Like, you know, they literally have mechanics and systems for chocobos, and there's no racing. Okay, so what is this way? There's the Cattery. Okay, so this going this way is correct to try and find the rest of these hunts. Fucking leg eater. I think there's a new variant. Let's go fight it. Because we're gonna do this, speak to Otto, and then like immediately afterwards probably get given side quests, because that'll probably be what it is. It'll be like, oh, time to head over towards that direction, but questing. So it's probably going to be more distractions for the rest of this video, but that's fine. We had our big moment at the start. Awesome. What's this gold? Sharp fangs. Okay, so it's just pickups. So I'm thinking that's not the right button. It's this one. There's 3 hold buttons. Touchpad is Law, L3 is Torgal, and R3 is Chocobo. Getting Ambrosio out. Sunhounds. Oh, I think we're going to be fighting almost the whole way up there, so I might just stay off my Chocobo for the remainder. So we're going the right way? Yes. It's still kind of windy outside. Like, we've had high winds recently, but it's still pretty warm today. So I've opened my window just a smidge. But if it gets hectic, I'll put my blinds around. I'll have to put it either more to a smidge or just close it and accept the fan's going to be doing most of the work, like for keeping the temperature down. It's not as warm as it has been. Like, it's something like 21 Celsius, I think it's supposed to be today, which really isn't that fucking bad. It's just when you're cooped up in a room with no air conditioning, it will start to feel more and more the longer it goes on, obviously. Especially because the PS5 running this game generates a decent amount of heat. Is there anything else over here, or is it just this? No, okay. Okay, smaller cats. Where's the big cat? Oh, way later on yet. Goblin coins. More syllables with, you know, this money. This financial trouble we're really having. Oh, there's a lot of cats down here. Oh, and there's the big one up there, look. Yep, hello. Hey, one man, hope you're doing well. Grim Malkin. Got a suggestion? Shoot.
Playtime for the pack, is it? Let me introduce you to mine. Farewell.
We go back, we go forward and back, then one step forward. I'm surprised you fucking remember that. Same composer. Speaking of those kind of weird techie different tracks though, you missed it at the start of the stream. I might actually upload it as a separate upload after the stream because it was such a fun boss fight. We had our final, like, major boss fight with Titan. Not final boss of the game, obviously. Our final showdown with Titan, with Kupka, and beat him. And it was a really sick boss fight, and it had some, like, cool, like, techno rock music with a male choir in it. At one point, and it was really cool. But there's a couple instances in there, not just this game, but I've been kind of like, in the back of my mind, like after the stream, I'm like, I kind of wish I just uploaded the whole boss fight as like an extra video after the stream, kind of like highlights of a cool moment. And this game's kind of like, with how many cool moments it has, so I think I've kind of got to start doing that. If I've got that idea, I might as well start pushing for it. Alright, get that big boy down.
And then there was one.
You can just kick us, come on. Ah, I missed the Royal Guard. I mean Titanic block. It's not Royal Guard, it's totally different, I promise. Oh, you can do it in mid-air. Okay, so you've got air block. Gotcha. Oh, I think that was yellow. I don't think that was... I think I held it not long enough. That's level 32, so we should do pretty good damage. Fair enough. Man, it's just something I've been thinking about doing for a couple of times. Because I used to do it with my Let's Plays. Like, if I was like in between Let's Plays, if I was just playing random games and cool moments happened, I would upload it. I wouldn't do it too often because I don't want to, you know, it start getting overly cluttered. But just like every now and then, if there's like a really sick fight, just kind of show it. Okay, timing this thing for the not Royal Guards is not that bad. Okay, let's not get cocky. Ow, fuck. There we go. Oh, trophy unlocked. Think mark. Defeat 10 marks. Because in post game you end up fighting totally not to as your final boss, as your Demi-August. Fair.
That wasn't too bad, was it, Toggle?
You sound knackered, Clive. It's like, oh, that wasn't too bad, was it, boy? He's always like, woof. Get some sleep. Right, let's see what's over here before we head on and start looking for the third mark. I have no idea where the fourth one is. I say that. I have a vague idea where it might be, because there was the description talking about from previous investigations to ruins kind of gave me an idea of where it might be, but that's a huge might. They ran it back. That's cool. I don't think it's in this general area, though. I think, honestly... is it this map? Let's have a look. We'll just let that. No, this map? I think it's here. Because we had, like, all that bullshit in the dim with all, like, the extra beings over here. And I mentioned before that this looked like a boss arena. I think that last mark from the hints we got where it said, like, it's tied to those things is going to be here. Here we go, I got so pumped. That's cool. I love it when games do that. Yeah, it reminds me of, and I'm going to bring up Final Fantasy IV again because I can't help myself. Another really cool thing that the PSP remake did that this Pixel remaster doesn't. They added extra dungeons in the post-game. Like, that didn't exist in the original. And if you do them all, you unlock an extra super boss where it's a harder variant of the final boss. And they not only did it, they reused a different model. There was a model for Zeromus that was used for like, this Japanese exclusive alternate version of Final Fantasy IV called Final Fantasy IV Easy Mode. And when you got to the end of the game, in that game, they had a different model for Zeromus. They used that model for the super boss in the PSP, and I was like, that's just kind of cool, like, continuity. Be like, hey, like, we found a new use for this model. It is from the easy mode version to now the hardest super boss in the game. But like callback fights getting taken to like huge extremes are just really sick. Like if you get that wrong way. If you get that nod to the past and then it's like stacked up with like something really sick on top of it. Alright, where's it? Let me check my screenshots. Alright, so we've got the cat. The last hunt we're missing in this area is an empty hovel. Okay, so when we're exploring, we've got to pay attention for an area that may be called Empty Hovel. Okay, that's not the split. I was like, wasn't there a right split there? No, it's a little back here. How are we doing on items? Okay, we're getting low, so I've got to be a bit more careful. Hey, it's almost like doing 3 hunts in a row. Risks you taking a lot more damage. I want to get far enough to unlock the next chunk of land so I can actually see. Oh, look at this savanna. Excuse me. Okay, is there anywhere called Empty Hovel? Hey! Okay, so we found where we're going next. There's a village there. No exit points, just can drift. The fields of Korava. Vamur. Okay, so we need to lean a little to our left and start going east. So, like, more this way. Are we heading? Yeah, okay. I know there's going to be, if like, certain Final Fantasy fans hear me say this, they're going to want to... Actually, I'll fight this bighorn. They're going to want to shoot me. But this savanna kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy 13's, like, open field you get near the end of the game. I'm kind of getting that vibe. And that's not a bad thing, because that was the best part of Final Fantasy 13. Was that bit in, like, chapter, I want to say 11. Or was it 10? It was 10 or 11. The only reason why I'm turning to fight this thing is because I don't think we fought it before, so for the sake of adding it to the bestiary. It's a big boy for a normal enemy as well. Look at how much health it's going. In fact, it's also a basic enemy that's level fucking 30. I think the game doesn't want us to go here, didn't want us to come here straight away, because the enemies are actually pretty bulky. But I'm not complaining. Good excuse for a challenge. Oh, the numbers! The numbers, Mason, what do they mean? While we're doing this, just something to talk about, because I've been thinking about it for a while, and I might do, around the time I take that week and a bit off at the start, like near the start of August, I'll probably do an update video talking about it more. But I've been debating rearranging and reworking some of my sub-goals. Because when I made it, I tried to make it more generalized, but since making it, there's like certain like games on it that I almost... It's not that I don't want them to represent my channel, I just don't think they do represent the channel. You know? Like Apex Legends on 1000, it's like, am I really going to play fucking Apex Legends? Yeah, that much, you know? It's just something I've been thinking about. I'm like, if I were to change it, I'd probably obviously let you guys know how I'd rework it and what I'd go with, and like get you guys feedback on what you guys like and don't. But it's just something I've been thinking about a little bit, because every time I look at it, there's like some of it's fine, some of it I'm like, you know what I mean? Like some of it I'm kind of Yeah, that was Gonu, but I don't know when I'm going to get a hold of Callum, and it might end up just being easier to not put it on like. Take it off the list and just when Callum's free do it, but Callum's always super busy, which is why I haven't streamed with him like at all. Like I streamed with him once in the middle of last year and that was it, because he's just too busy. He's doing his master's degree. He's got a full-time job. I mean, I do too, but I'm also not chasing a master. Ow! What the fuck was that? Ow! I'm not chasing a master's degree. They all hit me at once, but I take so much damage. And it's like, it's little things as well, like... Ow, ow, okay, so these guys just really hurt, got it. Like, when I get to, 600 subs... the reason why I put Among Us there is because I was hoping that maybe we'd be in a position where I'd have enough people watching regularly that I could make it a community stream. But I don't know, like, a lot of people watch my streams in post, and I know that's just because of, like, timing and whatnot of when I stream. Which is expensive here. Yeah, I know, the horror stories I hear about college debts, and I'm like, college debt is not a fucking thing in the UK. The colleges want you.
Peace at last.
But yeah, so he's just been busy, so we haven't really had a chance.
Let's go.
But it's like, yeah, like Among Us I might make like not a higher goal, but just kind of move it into a position where if there's a point where like loads of people watching regularly and that discussion can be reintroduced, then be like, hey, would there be a community idea for a community stream, that sort of idea. So I might move that. And there's also certain games that... I mean, there's certain games on there that I don't want to play, that I put on there because I know you guys will enjoy it, and it will be funny to watch me suffer, like Cuphead. I enjoy platformers and like shmups as much as the next guy, but I am awful at that game. And I know it'll be fun for you guys to watch me suffer for several hours straight, you know? And it will also, like, but if I'm moving things around, it'd also be like, maybe I'd move like Cold Steel lower, because I think 900 for Cold Steel is a bit steep, considering I do actually kind of want to play that game. I still want it on the sub list, because it's something to work towards, but you know what I mean, like, I might shift that around. The most, just impossible. Shit, no. Unfortunately, a lot of the modern system is just, how rich can the rich people be? Oh no, the rich people have to take a loss, how can we make it the poor people's problem? And that's like, it feels like most of general society is built around that ideology. Shit, no kidding. Because currently Cold Steel's on 900. 500 is my opinion. I won't change 500, because that's what we're working towards right now. You know? And I don't want to be like, hey, you know this thing we're working towards? Well, it's different now. You know? Like, but 600, maybe. Want more rich people. Yeah. Also, I'm just running around in circles. I should leave. I'm going to go back to the hideaway to restock on my potions, because the fact that that last hunt is an S rank, and I have no actual idea where it is. I'm just taking a wild guess. If we even find it, the fact that it's an S rank means it will eat us alive unless we're stocked up, and even then we might struggle.
Well, don't just stand there gawping. If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You'll not find a better price than that.
Actually, I'm going to take the defense potions, because we might need them. We might unironically need them. Where's gear? Oh no, it's in items. Yeah, I'm going to put that there. Give us a defense boost, just because we might actually need it. So we'll check that later. I think... Keyword think... Martha's Rest. I think it's going to be there. Actually, would Martha's Rest be closest? I think Eastport would be closest, actually. Oh, right. Depression Village. Right, let's get out of here before I feel sad that all the cool characters that I cared about got massacred by a bunch of pricks. Think about it. The more people, everyone more rich, the more people spending investing money into the economy. Yeah, exactly. But people have got so narrow-minded... I say people. The rich. The really, really rich have got so narrow-minded about it for the most part. That if they're not making more millions to add to their millions, it's got to be the poor people's problem, and we will make it the poor people's problem. And that's how it's been for forever. I mean, heck, look at some of the actor and writer strike that's going on right now. when like the CEO of Disney turned around, you know, with his £285 million he makes annually, turned around to all the people who want to just be able to afford rent for their home and told them they're being unreasonable. It's because he doesn't like the idea of having to lose a penny from his millions, so he would rather those poor people just get poorer. Or that one executive at Hollywood who said he would rather watch all those strikers go homeless
No need to ride from here.
than to give them any extra money. He literally said that. It's worse than you're making it sound. I know, I try and... You know me, it's not that it's trying to be a good spin, I don't like to kind of grovel in the darkness about it. I don't like sitting on the mood. I'd rather try and be optimistic. I always want my streams to feel like a comfortable place for people, so if I can give you anyone any kind of comfort and positivity or softness in talking about darker shit, then I will. You know? There's some really horrible things going on directly aimed at people who are just less fortunate, because the more fortunate don't like the fact that they have to give up a little bit of their infinite privileges. You know, we literally have Elon Musk on Twitter trying to act like he's oppressed because people told him to stop being transphobic. And he's going to like all these different things saying, oh, people are out to get me. And it's like, you're like the richest man on the planet. Get the fuck over yourself. Right. Did I guess right? Is our big threat over here? Is that it? Did I guess right? Oh shit! I can't. You know when like there's sometimes you kind of wish you were wrong because you don't have to fight the big evil thing. This was one of those instances, because if he wasn't here, I would have just moved on. I would have gone, you know what? I'll worry about it later. Oh boy, this thing's level 45. This thing is level 40-fucking-5. Uh-oh.
Well, it seems this one has a little more life left in it. All right then.
Ah! Ow! Ow! Fuck, okay, this might take a few. Maybe hitting that lightning rod each time.
Nice try. Too slow.
I did that way too early. I somehow didn't get hit. I'll take it. Fuck. You know, I'm gonna drop that stone skin potion after all. I'm gonna boost my defense a smidge. Ow, shit. Ow, fuck. Yeah, I'm glad I dropped the defense boost potion. The USBH, sometimes a comforting place, sometimes it's an event. Yeah, I entirely get that. Sometimes you just gotta get that steam off you because everything else is miserable. Oh god. So place your bets. Do you think I'm beating this guy in one, or do you think it's gonna take several attempts? Still too early. Oh shit, I got the parry! This guy could be parried, I just assumed he couldn't. Oh, that's interesting. So I can probably Titanic guard him as well then, if I can actually time it. Like that. Can this guy stun, please? Thank you. One. Hey, I'm glad you have favored me. Oh, he did not stay stunned anywhere near as long as I wanted him to be. Golden section. What is... That genuinely made me jump. I wasn't meant to be so quick. Ow!
That's better. Get him.
wasn't expecting it to come so quick. Betting system. Yeah, people. It's one of the things that, like, if it wasn't for like the fact it's got so many other problems, that's kind of cool with Twitch that you can have like you know those bits that you don't pay for, like those like points things or whatever. You can bet points. You know what? Elixir time. Because I would absolutely put like a bet right now, like a gamble. It's like prediction: will I win in one, or will I win in, or will I lose? Yeah, I mean, after the backlash on how they were going to change ads to make it that you could only take up, I think it was something like it was only going to be allowed to take up 4% of the screen at most, or some shit. And the backlash was so hard, they actually finally reverted that change. It kind of put the hope in people that maybe if they reverted that, it means they're at least open to discussion. They're open to listening. I don't have that much faith. But it's at least something, you know? But it sucks, because like the two biggest streaming services, one of them's owned by Google, the other's owned by fucking Amazon. So it's like, which billionaire company do you want to try your luck with, you know? YouTube or Twitch, Google or Amazon. Because no one's going to go for Kick, because it's literally owned by a gambling committee. And people aren't keen on that. It's got some cool. Don't get me wrong. It's got some cool features to it. The 95-5 split is extremely tempting. Which, if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's 95% of the profit made from ads goes to you instead of the company. Only 5% of ads go to the advertisers, which is absurd. But at the same time, if not many people are watching it, that's not going to mean much. If not many people are using Kick, that's not going to mean much. The copyright system. Honestly, I agree. I have my own like problems with YouTube, but that's just because I've been playing YouTube's games since I was 16 years old. So I know how this bullshit works, you know. But I think I'm too like in deep. I think I just prefer it. All right, I think if we can get one more stagger, we might be able to win this. Oh, is it gonna? Okay, it's not gonna do. Also, is it gonna do lightsabers? No, it's not. It's doing beaming. Now it's doing lightsaber. Oh, that only has so much range, okay. Oh, okay, it just straight up missed. That was very lucky, because I missed my dodge entirely. Ah!
To me, boy. Over here.
Oh, I got the parry, fucking sick. Unwanted personal problems and enjoying something on Twitch. Yeah, that's fair enough. There is shit on Twitch that I like, but there's also shit on YouTube that I like, and I just prefer as a whole, you know? And some of the best parts of Twitch, YouTube over time, such as Twitch streaming system, eventually borrowed. Like the subscription system is literally just the membership system in this. Okay, you know what? We're close, and I kind of like my odds a little. I'm going to use this last elixir. And I'm going to use that strength potion as well. It's going to be close. Maybe. Come on, come on! Yes! Okay, in one. That was me. Oh, I'm sorry about that, dude. All 2 levels. Damn, alright. We burnt both of our elixirs, but it was worth it. Full iron. Orichalcum? Orichalcum's in this game. Huh. I wonder if it's Kingdom Hearts kind of Orichalcum, or if it's different. What I mean is, Orichalcum is what you need to make the ultimate weapon in Kingdom Hearts games. Orichalcum is always the core ingredient you need for ultimate weapons. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. 490 renown. We've got enough money to replace all of our items. That was a sick fight.
Back to sleep with you.
Close, but we got it. Any better? No, I get what you mean, dude. It's awful. And hopefully you can find solitude and peace away from that. One way or another. But let's head home. Let's restock on all our stuff.
What became of Kupka?
What became of Kupka? He's dead. Oh, it literally says on the subtitle, worry what? It's okay, someone just worries too much, got it.
And what can I do for you?
Okay, you're gonna get a lot of money out of me, Karen.
You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here.
Oh, do I? I do, don't I? Hang on. Like we're calculating gill bugs.
I reckon I can find a buy.
Coin. Is there anything else I have that can that's something other than crafting?
Come
No,
again.
okay.
Or don't. Not much bothered either way.
Viewer rather than a streamer. Yeah, fair enough.
We're seeing troops amassing at every door.
Oh, we got renown rewards. Hang on. We'll check on Jill's health in a minute. Jill's just standing there like, Clive's never going to check on me. He keeps on going away. Oh, 800 ability points. Thank you. Many claim they wish to change the world. You actually take it upon themselves to do so. So you are an inspiration to us all. Right. 550. 715 for a High Cleric Medallion. And then hit 850 for the next list.
All done?
Alright, let's go see how Jill's doing. Well, and Gav. Our boy Gav.
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's...
I will tell you how much I love the main cast. Same, dude. And yeah. It's not just the main cast. Like, all these side characters. Like, Otto, like, we always come back and talk to him. Gav's always around. Like, they've made so much effort for the side characters as well. And it's really nice. It's really appreciated.
Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto.
But also, Jill's back in the party. Awesome.
Word on the royalist.
I think our next target is going to be Bahamut. It makes sense as well, looking at the lay of the land anyway. The crystal that Bahamut's guarding is en route to the other one. So it makes sense. Like, do Bahamut, and then it will go all the way to Elude to take on Odin. Odin scares me, though. Keep in mind, Odin's whole gimmick in classic Final Fantasy was if you don't beat him immediately, he will insta-kill you with Zantensuken. I'm like, how are you going to translate that into a full action game? Do you know? Like, that scares me. The thought of that's like, it might be a reason why they're making it like probably be the last summon we're going for, because that might actually be a pretty damn hard fight.
Ah, the conquering hero.
Fair enough.
And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
I want Vivian's costume. I want Vivian. I want to see Vivian's wardrobe. Like, come on! But I love her like clothing design, where it's almost like a suit/scholarly look, but at the same time not. I don't know. I don't know how to word it.
I've never seen such creatures in storm before. The Waluders must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map?
Oh, yep, we're going to get dragged onto the world map again. Vivian's favourite thing is being up an excuse to make us look at the map again. So every opportunity she can, she goes, oh, let us, glance at the state of the realms.
It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike
The Blight's going to consume most of the world by the time we're done at this rate.
in laying claim to untouched lands.
I wonder if it's going to be like a Final Fantasy VII situation in the post game. What I mean is, like, Final Fantasy VII, when you beat the game, it's alluded to that basically all of humanity will die out anyway. You saved the world, but you didn't save the people. And I wonder if it's going to be a similar circumstance where it's like, we'll save the world, but we haven't saved the bigger picture. And eventually things will break apart in the future and it will become a world uninhabited by people.
It is but a question of when. And on that day,
but I say that, this is 16. This game, although it takes a lot of cues and a lot of nods and whatnot of other games, is still very much doing its own thing from other past entries.
I know not to what end the royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
Oh, so we just need to go talk to
He's really throwing
Uncle Byron. It'd be nice to catch up with him again. I love that man. I love this whole cast. Have you said that before?
Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin.
Yeah, before we head out, we should probably let people know that the person who destroyed our old home is no longer alive.
I've known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Oh, what's on? You can update the state of the realm while we're here. Kupka and the Fang were the bedrock upon which the Republic stood. Now that both have crumbled, Dhalmekia's descent into chaos is all but assured.
So what of its parliament?
You ask. Will the ministers not take it upon themselves to pick up the pieces of their crumbling nation? I doubt it. They have little love for their people, only their own preservation.
Which leaves but one man.
Standing between Dhalmekia and disaster. Former Field Marshal Eugene Havel. Or Eugene, that might be. If any of us are to pick up the baton of command, it will surely be he. But as the bitter tides of ire and avarice rise around him, how long will we be able to keep his head above water, I wonder?
What is it that you wish to learn?
Okay, so that's not changed.
Here you are.
Joshua, we know, is talking to Dion as we speak, so I'm curious to see what that results to. I still think we're going to recruit Dion in the end. I really can't shake the feeling that Dion's like an extra party member, you know? Like, he's got doubts of his own father and the kingdom. He doesn't, like, agree with some of Sunbreck's reasoning, and we don't either. You know what I mean? Like, there's got those little things, and now, like, our little brother is talking to him. There's just too many little things that suggest that he's going to end up joining our cause, or we're going to convince him to join our cause. Which, if we could have the King of Dragons on our side, that would be pretty nice. I would love to see what boss fights we can get out of the King of Dragons, considering this game has some of the hypest boss fights I've ever experienced anyway. Like, especially since, like, MGR.
Shoulders, then. Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though. Is it business or pleasure? It's a relief.
Feels like we can breathe again. No more living in fear.
Thank you.
Clive. I don't say it often, but I mean it. Oh, and best of luck too. For many years, every other worldly woe pale in comparison to the threat of Hugo Kupka. And now he's gone, we'll finally have the time to devote to everyday gripes and grumbles. And as the captain of this little ship, I'm sure you'll be on the receiving end of more than a few.
Go on, then.
Ooh, you just sell wide right off the rip now.
Oh my
okay.
God. Oh, don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Hey, Blackthorn.
Blackthorn.
I want to see if your Orichalcum can make me something.
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then.
When you start Trails, you won't stop. The amount I've been told, like, about how good its world building is in particular, is what makes me the most excited to try those games. Because I love games that spend time to actually get you invested in the world and not just the characters. Like, I love character-driven narratives, don't get me wrong, but you know what I mean. And the amount I hear about how much time they spend into building the world and building the story, instead of just having the story, makes me excited. Good bloody riddance. If there was ever a man who deserved a rusty knife to the gut, it was that prick. Not that I'd let you carry around a rusty knife. His death won't bring back the people we lost, but you'll ease a few hearts. Mine included. Thank you.
So, will it be?
Ah, no use for the Orichalcum yet. Character building. It's like a meth addict in constant need of more. Alright, let's make the Drake Slayer brace.
No scratches, right?
There's nothing new here. But we've got 2 Earthen Furies, so we might as well make the Enhancer.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
And we can upgrade it.
You can thank me later. And?
Ooh, I like it. Let me step more into the sun. Yeah, I like this new blade. I probably should have got these bits and bobs before I went and fought Atlas, but you know what? I won, so what does it matter? I just had to expunge like 20,000 gil afterwards on the elixirs.
Clive, have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying.
He lost his home and everyone he ever loved because of Hugo Kupka. Kids, I think he's entitled to be a little emotional.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Kids changed their tune quick, as soon as they were told they're gonna have the day off.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
My theory, because Final Fantasy always likes to do this, main villain of the actual ongoing story is going to end up being Barnabas, the dominant of Odin. The final boss is going to be Ultima, though. Because I like, there's already a lot of things that suggest that Waloed as a whole are in cahoots with Ultima and Ultima's forces. So it would make sense that Odin or Barnabas are working alongside Ultima. So we'll fight one and then the other. And the reason why I think it's going to be that order and not the other way around is because of the game structure of when you beat a dominant, you get their moveset. We need to get Odin's moveset. Or I think we're gonna get Odin's moveset. So I think we'll fight Odin first, get that moveset, and then you'll be able to use it as you work towards Ultima.
Like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
And what's not to like? Final boss fight? Man v man, or fight the god monster? We did man v man for the final boss in 15, you know? So we can be the god monster again.
But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot. Right.
To be fair, the man v man in 15 was like my favourite boss fight in 15, but that's besides the point. The final showdown against Arden was just sick in that game. And always end man v man. That's fair enough. Think of the Virgil fight. Yeah, to be fair though, Virgil from DMC3 is also one of the most iconic boss fights in gaming. And with good reason. Alright, so we've told everyone something new to do. I didn't say it's goat, yeah. Hey Otto, alright, we've told everyone.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something? Just spreading the word.
Drama is man v man. True. And I think we'll get that, considering like the sheer scale of all these boss fights. We probably will get that man v man, and we'll sit there and go, man, that felt like it was the final boss, and then the game will continue because like every boss fight in this game feels like it could have been a final boss in a different game with how like extra they all are.
You ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
Oh, we're going to tell the Graves. Oh, we're going to go to Sid's grave. I should probably ask if his daughter wants to come along. It seems only right. Hey, I'm going to go... Yeah, okay, there we go. The game beat me to it. I think we should probably ask if Mid wants to come along, because that is her dad.
Trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave. Very well. I'll suggest it.
That's even assuming young lady McDonald even wants to go see her father's grave right now. That's kind of a sudden thing to kind of throw at her. Hey, do you want to go visit your old man's grave? She might be going, not now? You know, like she might be like, I don't really want to think about that right this second. And but she has to be in her own headspace for when she's ready for that. I know Mid's a complete firecracker, so she'll probably be fine, but still.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Hey, McDonald.
Alright, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise.
Oh, that's a cute little reference. The Enterprise.
Me and my dad designed it together.
Because there was an airship in... Oh, was it 3 or 6 where it was called the Enterprise? I think it was 6. I think it was Final Fantasy 6 where there was an airship called the Enterprise. Because I think 3 was the Invincible.
All the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapours away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Yeah, luckily we got a forgeman who will know better. Alright, so we do this, then we'll go see Sid's grave. I think we established that this route is going up here is slightly quicker than going down the round. Hey, dude.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Hell with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. I'd spare myself the arseache. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Krieger's Tates. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy, though. And I'll need help. Get Gav and Otto in here, will you?
All right.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, please don't make me actually have to run all the way over to where Gavin Otto is, talk to them, and then run all the way back, because that will take, like, come on, it would waste a few minutes. Yeah, just cut it out, do it automatically.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword-grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Velcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with.
Me and Gav probably go get the Stardust.
Up to you who you take to the desert. I mean, Gav's good in a fight, but you don't have my winning personality.
Ah, don't listen to him. You'll be in the lowest of low company with either of us.
See, that's why I like Gav. He's like, don't listen to him, we're both shit.
You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
Oh, I gotta take Gav with me, he's my man.
Gav, you're with me.
All right then.
He's my bro. This twat.
So,
and I mean that lovingly.
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? That's down past Dalamil. I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff back to.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of the stuff from Blackthorn's supplier. Take care.
You two, eh? Don't go letting him fleece ya.
Fleece me? I'd like to see him try.
In your own time.
Let's go. Might put us south of the Valkyrie. And there's new quests to pick up while we're out and about. Side quests. Only 2. Let's go this way first. For great justice. Meanwhile, what's this one? Just so I can check. Use your loaf. Okay. So they're both just basic side quests. No worries. Let's go do this one. Because then we can double round whilst we're doing the other one.
Good day to you.
It's all good spin. The crystals we get from the town. What can I interest you in today?
Sure, I'll just get it. See if it leave it there.
Keep fighting the good fight.
Will do.
Ah, Clive. Your timing is exquisite, as always. I have a concern which you may be able to assist me with.
Go on.
There are whisperings afoot of shadowy figures having been sighted outside the village. Rustlings in the undergrowth, suspicious noises. My people fear that they are being watched. It may be no more than a surfeit of nerves, understandable in the current climate, or it may be the prelude to something altogether more dangerous. Given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble, I wondered if you might investigate.
Of course.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of Lostwing. Listen to their tales, and make what you will of them.
All right. I will.
Okay, just they're all in different corners, of course they are.
Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I'd better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
Yo.
Excuse me. Quentin mentioned strange figures having been sighted near the village. Have you seen anything?
Nah, not me, Gov. I heard the rumours, though. I'm here most days, right next to the gate, and I ain't seen nothing out of the ordinary. Don't worry. Any shady characters try and slip into town this way, and I'll soon come running. And shouting, most likely.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Okay, we'll just follow the main path, circle it round, across the bridge. You found anything, Herb Mother?
You have a moment? There's talk of suspicious figures in the woods. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
No, but I've heard something. Sound of scraping metal, like someone sharpening a sword.
Where was this?
In Lorbert's Pass. Was out foraging for herbs when I heard it, screeching out from between the trees. Ran back here as quick as my legs would carry me, and I ain't been back since.
I see. I'll look into it. Thank you.
Oh yeah, we don't need to talk to the third person because that was what was up. Got it.
Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate?
How far down the... Oh, it's actually pretty close, never mind. I was going to say, how far down the path is it? How long am I going to be running? It's actually pretty damn close, all in all. Oh boy, 2 gil. What you found, boy?
You there.
Fuck! He's seen us.
Fuck! What was that?
Black Shields. Here.
They plan to invade. They plan to come into a...
What the hell are you doing here?
What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
Yeah, they're planning to enter and invade and take over the town. It's gonna be great when we can actually, you know, give Clive's mother exactly what she fucking deserves. Because this is her people.
Why were they here? Were they planning an attack on Lost Wing? I need to warn Quentin.
Yeah, let's get back to Tweet and let Quinton know. Black Shields are in the area. They may... because they will try and evade eventually. That it's a band of murderers hired by the Duchess.
Clive, how goes the hunt for our sinister figures?
I found some Black Shields hiding near Lorbert's Pass. They're gone now.
Black Shields. The Empress's former bloodhounds. Though they serve another master now. One who means to root out and destroy both me and those I care for. And it would appear the pack has finally caught the scent of its prey. Damn it all. I had hoped I would have more time than this. More time to prepare. But if we are cornered, we have no choice but to bite back. And bite back we shall.
I'm sorry. You're going to need to explain. Who did the Black Shield serve now? And why would that person want you dead?
Because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here is for him.
I don't understand. Why him? Why Lost Wing?
I suppose it is better that you know the truth. I was a member of the judiciary once. So sickened was I by the injustice of this world, I swore to fight it. And fight it I did in my own small way. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. Men to whom the law was but a scourge to turn against the powerless. And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport. I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a facade, a means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately. His response, however, was rather more visceral. He had my entire family slaughtered. And he faced no punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. My loved ones, my livelihood, my position, the faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him, and slit their throats myself. But the man himself proved an altogether more difficult target. With money and power come protection. And so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lost Wing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts. seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty, all under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief Justice. Our wounds are the same. And our cause is the same. We are comrades, and our revenge is already in motion. We know where he hides, how numerous and well-trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless we move against him first. My friends and comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
Ooh, okay. That's an interesting side quest. And what ended up interesting was a little poke around the neighborhood. Ended up that this guy's...
I'm not going to change his mind.
No, I'm interested to see where that goes to. Probably later on. That shop's updated? What's over here?
Welcome.
Oh, Breath of Earth, Raging Fists. Okay. 50 fucking K! Fine.
An excellent choice.
Is it?
I'll be here if you need me.
Is it an excellent choice? It doesn't feel excellent. My wallet doesn't feel excellent. And where's this side quest? Oh, literally right next to it. Whoops.
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
There'll be no one to man.
Go.
Gone, just like that. And without so much as a by your leave.
What's the matter?
It's my apprentice. He up and vanished while my back was turned. I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got a bakery to run. A bakery that's now short one pair of hands. Loath though I am to rely on the kindness of strangers, I'm at a loss. Please, will you see if you can find him?
I'll see what I can do.
Do you know where he might have gone?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang. He used to work there, you see. Poor fool left his heart in its hollow.
All right. And that's where I'll start.
Down here at the jaw. Okay, so we'll do that and then we'll come back and do quest. And when we get there, Gav will be like, "God, how long are you going to be next time? You let me know in advance if you're going to go do side questing." And that's my best Gav impersonation. You'd think all these impersonations would come naturally to me being, you know, British, but no. No, some of them are too Cockney, some of them are too Southern, some of them are too Northern. Let's try and find this assistant. Oh, there he is.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I? Certainly not a baker. Master must have ruled the day he took me in. Time was the sight of the Fang used to calm my nerves. But now look at her.
I take it you missed the Mother Crystal.
I hated her, but she was all I knew. Worked her mines for years. And when she shattered, part of me shattered with her. I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin, but I'm no good at baking.
Every loaf I touch collapses. My bread's as hollow as I am. She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me. Oh, I loved her, damn it. But now she's gone. She's never coming back. What am I supposed to do? I ask her. How does a shell of a man learn to live again?
Oh God. Oh, jeez. Express yourself, remember the good times, or focus on your work. If you just rely on the good times, you'll never improve. You have to move forward one way or another. It can comfort you, but it won't help you. Express yourself. If he's a workaholic and his work gives him purpose, find something new to work on. But that'd be too easy. I'm between these two. I think the middle one is not going to help him.
Perhaps you could express yourself in your work. If you miss the Fang, maybe you could recapture it somehow.
Good times. That's fair enough. It's just different options, different things. Hear me out. Hear me out. I'm hearing you out. I've picked my option. I'll be curious to see what you how yours will go when you eventually get to it. Because I imagine whenever the day comes that you do get a PS5, this will be one of the first games you'll be getting that's PS5 focused.
Thank you, my friend.
Except the present. True. True. I imagine it's one of those things, regardless of what you pick, it will, the guy will find his own way forward. It's just what advice you personally think's the best advice for him.
Escort, then.
Rush the future. That's a fair point. That's also, to be fair, a difference in perspective in age in that thing. And that's not, to criticize one side or another. I think that literally is, the proof there in our two different responses is the proof of our age gap. You know, the 9-ish years between us, you know? We've had different experiences and different livelihoods of that life.
Lit a fire under my wayward apprentice. Though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high.
Because for me, it's at least for me, reflecting on the past can be a comfort, but I don't know how much it would help in the long run. It can, in times.
Behold the Drake's balm.
Oh jeez, he's made a bun out of it. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have said he should express himself, because what the fuck is this?
Look at it. A perfect likeness of the Fang herself.
Maybe you're right, one man. Maybe you're right. Maybe I should have
spurs, her inviting hollow. True, my loaves collapse more often than not, but
yeah, that's true.
The Fang without her crater. Why? No Fang at all. And look inside. She's filled to bursting with a...
Oh my, can you imagine getting a loaf of bread and the bread's hollow, but in the inside of it's just a shit ton of fucking salt crystal?
I have found my purpose. I must use
You'd have to have a real, acquired taste for that. Yeah.
Well,
my perspectives as well, different generation perspectives. Yeah, that's fair enough.
Looks, I'd certainly say you're onto something.
Even the master baker's oh, if it tastes as unique as it looks. Yeah, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I shouldn't have told him to express himself.
With any luck.
Then the runs for donut, bro. Yeah, right. Come on. This is like ancient medieval fantasy. Invent donuts. He's so close to figuring it out. I'm curious how that quest ends if you pick the other options, though. I'm real curious what will be the other options. Anyway, let's go check on Gav. You've made the same criticism towards me in the past. Yeah, fair.
Like I found the river. Where's Gav?
I wish I had... just to change the topic slightly, I wish I had your memory, dude. Because I don't remember half the shit. There are times you just go, oh, remember when you said... I'm like, no? And then when I think about it for a minute, I'm like, I guess? You know? I wish I had your memory. You remember things so fucking well. I said, my memory's pretty decent for shit that doesn't matter. When it comes to people, I don't really remember that much, it feels like. But when it comes to, you know, laws in games or like the rules of how things work in stories or whatnot. That shit I seem to just remember pretty vividly all the time. Vividly. Yeah, that's fair enough. That's also just, unfortunately, the nature of trauma, isn't it? There are things I really wish I could forget, but I never do. Anytime like I hear like certain triggers, I guess, or like encounter certain things, my mind locks itself into really dark places that you can't get out of, even though I know that's the only reason why it's going there is because of certain triggers. That's just an unfortunate reality of trauma, isn't it? Some of these things, they just don't go. They don't let themselves let go.
Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Yeah. But it's not like I remember vividly, it's just like, it's why I don't mind talking about it, because it's not, it doesn't upset me in the moment. It's just sometimes like, I'll be at work and like a certain song will play in the background and it'll remind me of something. And then my brain just clicks and goes that way, you know? Or someone will say something and in the back of my head I'm like, that reminds me of, oh, you know?
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya.
Gotcha. Like my worst one, and it's in the store playlist, so I hear it more shifts than not, and it's agony each time. And when you hear it, you'll be like, "What? That song?" But when you hear the story, maybe you'll get it. The song "I Want to Break Free," that song I don't like listening to because it triggers me, and not because of like it's on whatnot and whatnot, but it's because when I was in the middle of my everything that was going on at college and basically being abused, that was the song I was mocked with. Anytime I tried to get away from or say anything to the person who was abusing me, and so that every time I hear that song, it just reminds me of that shit, and I can't get away from it. Because, yeah, my ex was genuinely that awful of a human being.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
Motion, courage is a decision. True. How much Stardust we need to get? Ah, I see more. But I'm a lot, to be fair, like, I'm a lot better than I used to be. Like, around the time I was like, shall we say, it was a fresh wound. Like, when I was like 18 and 19 and like just got out, finally got away from her and all the rest. There were a lot of real difficult moments where I just genuinely couldn't do X, Y, and Z because it was too hard on me. Because of what had been left behind, like, because of the damage that had been done. And I remember one instance as well, it really upset me afterwards as well, like after I calmed down, because it happened on Mother's Day, and like I really had like a bad like moment, so to speak, and like had to come away. And the fact it happened on Mother's Day, I felt like I'd spoiled it. Like, I'd spoiled like a day that was supposed to be for, you know, my mum and whatnot. When I was younger, so I'm not to be such anymore. I can be a YouTuber and still can be a professional politician. Fair enough. It takes strength to find that footing. And I think it's inspiring you managed to find yours after the shit, some of the shit you've told me over the streams. Where the heck is this last Stardust? Sorry, changing something a little bit. I'm kind of running in a circle here. Torgal, can you like sniff it out? Of course you can't. The one time you'd actually be helpful. There's only like linear levels Torgal actually helps. It feels like. Which I suppose makes sense. In the open world, too many other variables can affect things, so Torgal doesn't do the support. Magnus alone. Oh, no. And that's fair enough. There is a strength in having people to support you, and not just figuring it all out yourself. There's always an experiences. Yeah. Is that it? No, that's just a bug. Where the fuck's this last Stardust? Oh, the objective says I'm leaving the area for it, so it's over here. Oh, there it is. It's in the bush. Got it. Clive, please, I'm begging you. There we go.
That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
You're lucky. My right to live the place I do now. And if I made even one wrong choice, I'd be in such a worse place. Yeah, and I think that's one of the beauties, thankfully, that we can look back on sometimes. It's like if one thing different, the situation would be way worse. So it almost makes us more humble to what we've got.
You finished?
Sometimes for better, sometimes for worse.
Enough. I hope.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we have a chat?
Imagine a long series of coincidental right choices, yeah. Alright, what's bothering Gav? This is another dividing path, because we didn't have to bring Gav. We could have brought Otto instead, so I'm curious what Otto would have said. Interesting little branching path here, that we've got both a main quest and a side quest that have different answers.
Since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain? Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Well, says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you.
We really need to get you an eye patch, though, Gav. Out in the sand like this, that must be really irritating on your damaged eye. I say that it's probably been like surgically removed and cleaned up and all the rest since, but still, it's probably like just a ball in there or whatnot, but still.
We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
Whoops. No, nothing else. Let's go home then.
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
Shit. I will at least want to try and visit Sid's grave before we wrap up today.
Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. You'll be sneaking around on your tud all the time.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Nice. Da 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 da. More things to sell.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Yeah, thanks you two.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Just gotta let Mid know the good news. Even if it is a hike. Ugh.
Mid hasn't been.
I have to go away round fuck.
Editors started
What was
reading
this?
books that
On a lack lived a queen and goblin free, but heed not did the goblins their queen on so. Full of wrath did she banish them to shore when they supped on mud, till their lips turned back black, and they begged to return. And good of art, the queen, she did take them back. Edita.
have any pictures in.
Children's storybook, I'm assuming. Old Farmer Otto keeps both chocobos and antelopes. After five of his stock fell ill, he put them in his barn to rest. However, Otto woke the next morn to discover that a leg eater had found its way into the barn and devoured 3 of the limbs of one of his antelopes. To make certain all remaining legs were accounted for, he did a tally and was satisfied that he counted 13. How many chocobos? Oh god! We're getting out of here! Oh, the children's maths, oh. Children's maths, oh no, my worst enemy, just get out of here.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorns started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
Right.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing.
Oh, we were going to go back to Lost Wing anyway, so I could have just done it then. Well, no wonder there was a side quest in Lost Wing, because it was like it was on the fucking way if I just waited. But no, Mr. Impatient Me over here wanted to go do it first.
It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid.
Oh, don't mention
I'll
it.
gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
Steam Part 2. Whoops, that's not the, I keep on going to zoom in. That's the thing. I keep on going to zoom in. It's the right stick. It's not the triggers. That's, you know, other games where the triggers is for the map.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
Oh, they are preparing over here. They're talking about the thing that we did the side quest for. they're preparing for war, but against that that Sombrek prick that killed all of the main guy's family. You can tell I'm great with names. But yeah, they're all preparing for a fight. Is this the right... I don't think this is the right path. No shit, I need to be above. So I think we'll probably get another side quest soonish about the repercussions of that.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Level 13. Yeah, okay, I don't need to worry about you guys anymore. Level 36. Oh, you know what I just realized? We don't need the elixir to be on our shortcuts anymore. I think we're good.
Be safe.
Oh, God damn it.
Farewell.
The level 13. Like, come on.
There you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back.
What's over here, then? What creature? Oh, it's a treasure chest, though.
Anybody home?
Torgal spoiled something. Oh god, it's an Ahriman.
This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Literally just called unwanted visitor. Oh, I didn't have the thing filled up.
Get him. This one. Over here.
Quake? Oh, fuck. The game's trying to like, hey, you know the Doom review's gonna do? When are you gonna fucking do Quake? No, not yet. Nice. There's a few other things I want to do first. Review-wise. Because I do want to do more reviews. I enjoyed doing Doom 1 and 2.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Even if Doom 1 and 2 were basically just 2/3 of a 3-part project, it's just I haven't got the energy to do part 3 yet. I was starting to burn out of Doom a little bit after Doom 2, so I thought I'd give it a bit before I do 64.
We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Strength tonic has better duration. Ah, that's kind of We do Legend Dragoon at some point as well. I'm still undecided whether I'll make that a review or stream it. It honestly just depends on like scheduling. Because the reason why I'm considering reviewing it instead of streaming it is literally just time. I don't know if I'll have the spare time to stream it this year with everything else I want to cover. Especially because I'm also planning on doing, you know, Trails from Zero at some point. Let me get this. There was a chest around here somewhere. I want to try and get that. Is it back here? Oh, I think I did go past it. Legend Dragoon being a big, you know, RPG, though, I think that would be unwise for me to try and review it. I think that'd be a very fucking long review if I did do it. So for the sake of my sanity, I'll try and see if I can squeeze in streaming it instead. Free once, even if it's not on stream. I want to do it through on stream. I mean, one way or another, I'm playing that fucking game. You know, like it's gonna be one way or another. I'm playing it. It's just when. I just want to play it and talk about it one way or another. 30-ish hours to platinum game. Aye. Yeah, I'll just go for it cash. Because in terms of like my current payload, in terms of like my schedule, like generalized, we've got to say this, Lulua and Marie are the July primaries. Like try and get these all. I want to try and get all three of them. Maybe not all three of them, or at least two of them done before the end of, before I take my week off in August. August is Genshin 4.0, Resident Evil 6, finishing off whatever's left of this month, and starting Crystar. Crystar I've heard is actually a bit longer than I thought it would be, so we'll see how it goes. After Crystar, because that game's going to be kind of longer, or if Crystar is on its own, like say we've done everything else and I'm just streaming Crystar, then I plan to start Trails from Zero. And after one of those two is done, then I'm considering Caligula Effect 2. But that's honestly, like, the key word is considering. But then that will carry on until whenever Cry Machina comes out, because Cry Machina I'm genuinely really excited for and curious about. And then after them, or it depends when Cry Machina comes out. If Cry Machina comes out more soonish, I might rearrange. If it comes out more later, I might fit it in. After that will be when Legend of Dragoon will have like the free time to be streamed, if I decide to stream it instead of doing a review. That's what I mean. And there's also, you know, like fucking Star Rail at the end of the year. I might not do like commit completely to Star Rail because, you know, I'm so like I'm already so knee deep in Genshin and I love Genshin, but I still at least want to do a stream or two playing it and trying it out, you know. Marie will be easy. Oh, absolutely. Marie, there's the reason why I'm streaming Marie both tomorrow and Wednesday is because Wednesday I'm not working, so it can be a longer stream. I plan to have Marie done by Wednesday.
And just one remaining.
Right.
Because I think I can do it.
The shielding.
With how much progress I've already made in that game, I genuinely think I can have it done by the end of Wednesday and make it like literally a stream that's only a game that's only 4 streams long. And then all I'll need to do is at some point do my one-off at Marie Plus because I want to do that just to compare. So I won't do the whole game. It's just going to be a one-off.
That's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick
Perception. Yeah, just because it's a turn-based RPG with a more modern setting of you literally, well, it's more sci-fi because you're traveling the stars on a train, and the train's your home base, hence why it's called Star Rail.
I need something light, but I've wrapped my brains and I just can't think what to do it.
And it has, you know, canonical gay characters, which Genshin, although Genshin technically sort of does as well, they never, like, mention or bring it up in, like, the actual game itself, it's just in side media, while Star Rail, like, legit has, like, canonical gay characters, so it's a little different.
Can you take this to him? See what he makes of it?
Right away.
With, Bronya and Seely. The two are into each other. I don't know if they're actually a couple, but they are super into each other. And there's a lot of, like, dialogue and little things I've seen that, like, give it away. Because I don't know if those two are actually a couple, but those two, like, they are really fucking into each other, you know? And then the whole thing with, like, you know, how March is, like, your main assistant. March's lines get slightly more flirtatious, and she starts following your lead a little bit more if you play as a female lead instead of a male. The only reason why I'm a little bit more like I'll do a couple streams, but I don't know how invested I'll get. I say that I'll probably end up loving it, is because like it's the problem with any like gacha game, and I mentioned as to why I felt Star Rail it wouldn't take too long before it even came to consoles in the first place. The longer a gap between a gacha starting and you getting into it, the harder it is to keep up, because there's more stuff added. You know, there's more things you need to play catch up on. And so they, like, if there's going to be other releases, they tend to try and keep it as close as possible. And so Star Rail coming out in, the, like, you know, springtime PC and now wintertime PS5, we're going to be in, like, 1.4 or 1.5 by then. So that'd be now. So it's going to be, you know, we're going to be further behind. And so once you get into it and get past that initial, like, push, it'll be fine. It's just getting past that can be a little disincentivizing sometimes. And that's why I'm like, I might end up not being that into it, especially because I'm so committed into Genshin. I haven't put over 1,400 hours into Genshin just to drop it at the turn of the next fucking game, you know? I'm going to see that through to the end. In the same vein, it'll probably be similar when Zenless Zone Zero comes out sometime next year. At least I think it'll be sometime next year.
Hippocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive, always.
Well, actually,
Zenless I'm super excited for. That game looks so insanely fun. A fucking roguelike with with, you know, Hoyoverse's level of detail, hell yes. And it's like varied character designs, hell yes. And they all look super cool. And it's the first game that's entire development from conception was made outside outside of China, and so there's a lot of like censorship considerations of development and design that aren't present in Zenless because they don't need to worry about it anymore. Fuck yes, you know, like it's like literally them with the chains taken off.
Able to resist extreme heat on the inside.
I didn't need to read that comment. I didn't need to read that. Ron man, I didn't need to read that.
She's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I'm gonna remove that before people hop in and think, what the fuck's this chat?
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different
Hey,
approach.
Paimon Lamar. I think Paimon as a whole's got better as it's gone on. It's just there's so many instances where it's like
Or even brine.
the game needs to have more trust in the player, and I think that's genuinely the biggest gripe I've always had with Genshin. When it comes to the story and lore, they need to have just a smidge more faith in the player. I get when it's like elaborate terms that were not used in forever, having Paimon remind you of it, because most players might not remember it. Especially if they're keeping up with each update, because it might have been literally 9 months ago since it was last brought up. But when, like, a character literally tells you something, and then 5 seconds later Paimon goes, oh, so? It's like, no, you don't... We listened. We heard the first time. Come on.
To be able to resist even the most ferocious flames.
Anyway, we've got something new we need to go get.
The dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm. Nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragon fire. So if we could recreate...
But that's why I like the fact that like, there's two, like, mascot-esque characters in Star Rail, and one of them is the conductor of the train, so you only see and talk to them when you're on the fucking train, and the other is March. You know, a human being, you know, not a cute mascot-esque creature that refuses to shut up. A human with thoughts and feelings, and motives, and things that she's after, and goals she wants to achieve, and is kind of like, you know, into certain characters, and not into others, and, you know, all the rest, and kind of flirtatious with your lead, if you play as a female. You know, things like, you know, actual character, and not whatever the fuck Paimon is. Hey, girls.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company, too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always.
Oh god, so it's another...
Jill's game.
It's another pick who you want to go with you. Pick who you want to go with you and who's staying. Am I going with Taya or am I going with Jill?
I leave the decision as to who will go with whom.
Taya's a medical expert, so I think if someone's going to have more knowledge and know-how of where this shit goes, Taya should stay here with Tomes.
Shielding that guards against even the most ferocious flames. We could have done with some of that injustice.
Jill, if we're going to, you know, get something that can deal with any flame, it might probably be kind of hard itself. So maybe having the literal Ice Queen might be better to have with us. I'm not saying my decision was decided the moment these two appeared on screen, but I'm saying it makes more sense to bring Jill. I think.
So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
And Jill won't mind.
Very well.
I didn't even say anything yet.
So then,
she already knew.
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list.
She already knew. I didn't even have to say anything.
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts.
But then on my because I will be doing this game a second time, not on stream. It's just this game unlocked to hard mode, and you have to beat hard mode for the platinum. When you beat it the first time you unlock hard mode, I mean. On my second playthrough, I'm going to see what the other options do. If you pick Otto instead of Gav, or if you pick Taya instead of Jill. See if it leads to different quests or different story beats.
Highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction. Hence, Moon's
So I was in here.
Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease.
But I'm also in the mindset that you don't always really need these fucking mascot characters. Honkai Third Impact, as far as I'm aware, doesn't have a mascot character because, you know, Kiara, the main character, is on the box is on the app of the game. Like, she's on the face of it, like winking at the player. So it's like, I don't think
You two enjoy yourselves.
it needs to have it. Speaking of, hey, Hoyo, can you like have a main character be a main character and not a gender self-insert again, please? Because Third Impact was like the last time you did it. Genshin is just pick Aether or Lumine. In Star Rail, it's I forget their names. Pick the male and female between those two. In Zenless Zone Zero, you're basically journalists, and you journalize on the events of the game, and you take over the characters you're journalizing on. But it's a brother and sister, and you pick which one you want to play as. You know? Like, they keep doing it. It's like, no, I just give me a main character that's like proper main character, has their own thoughts and feelings and whatnot. The reason why Aunt Himiko and her chapter hit so fucking hard in Third Impact was because of her relationship with Kiara. So I got it's usually a fan meme, that Falcon. And Lisa embraced. Oh, fair enough.
How may I help you today, Clive?
Oh, what did you say about Kapka? I thought that bastard's death would change things.
When I close my eyes,
I can still hear Jara's voice, as he whispers for us to run, as he calls out to the soldiers to distract them. His words saved us, and I'll never forget that. Just like he said, words are immortal. And his live live on in me. They changed my life, and I've wanted to thank him ever since.
only I don't know how.
Only I don't know how. I don't know the right words.
I wish you were here.
I wish he were here to teach me them.
Come to claim your just desserts?
2 meteorites.
You earned this.
Few are those who have strive to lighten the burden bore by the crystals' curse. But if we are to survive the coming storm, we must stand together, bearer and brother, as you have shown us.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Thanks. It's weird how I've gotten, like, it feels like I shouldn't have got used to being called Sid. But I have. It's like, yeah, I am Sid. I am, like, Sid II. I am, like, the continuer of the legacy. Which, to be fair, is still one of the coolest fucking, like, subtle reveals in this game. When they fast forward 5 years and you learn that Sid, as a name, was carried on.
Are those Pepio nuts?
That legend is not forgotten.
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
All right. What am I looking for?
How about you look for the Pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need. We can meet by the gate when we're finished.
Oh, we're like an old couple going through the market, doing our shopping together.
You'll not find a bruised.
All anyone ever wants anymore is water.
Hint, hint. Jesus Christ, I swear to God, if Clive and Jill don't hook up at some point in this game.
What do you want? If that's what you want.
It's been a hot minute since I've treated Torgal. There you are, boy.
What can I interest you in today? Ah, yes.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Fresh cuts! Come and get them!
Did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Perfect. Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool. But before we head back, would you walk with me a while? Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember? Walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells.
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would. Thank you.
And I saw some bread. Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in, but then I tried a slice of the butcher's.
Oh, Jill, a woman after my own heart. A good soup and dipping bread in it. Such a simple commodity, but it's so nice.
It's just... you're right.
I love that, like, these two got robbed of that teen love and young adult, like, discovery between each other, so are kind of, like, awkwardly finding it again now in their 30s. You know, now they have that chance to do so. They had, you know, like, 15-odd years of their lives where they should have been lovers stripped from them.
This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive.
Oh, no, they're not going to kiss yet. They're going to go get their bread and food and have their fucking picnic. Another time. I suppose this is all technically an optional event, so that's why they're not going to do it here. Because you could have brought Taya along and it probably lead to something different.
I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Taya. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
Alright, let's go back to base. Do this for mid, go see Sid's grave, and then wrap up. I wasn't expecting taking a slight detour to go visit Sid's grave would lead to like this half an hour long side quest, yet here we are.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Harpocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Taya how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course. Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice just being with you.
Seriously, and these two are childhood sweethearts that just
Our work here is almost at an
didn't
end.
get their opportunity in their teen years because of all the bullshit that happened at Phoenix Gate. And they're just now, like, 15 odd years later, finally just getting those little glimmers to re-experience it in their own way. It's a really charming way of doing it. Of, like, doing their kind of love story, gut building up.
Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates. Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
Okay. I wish I could just warp over there. It's the only little gripe with the hideout. I wish they had like a couple warp points just around the hideout to just zip around quicker. Like one in like the town square, one near Mid, one at the hunt board, that sort of deal. So I'm having to run all the way over here. Oh well, it's one of the big, like, I want to see, like, this team make another mainline Final Fantasy in the future, and it not just continue to get passed around like it always does. Because I love the fucking moments and the boss fights, I love the music, I love the story and characters. There's just teeny tiny little things, like, the side quests are fine, but the pacing of them's all over the place. The quick travel could be, like, better enhanced, like, general movement outside of combat could be made a little bit less generic. Things like that I'd love to see them, like, take feedback on and give another round in, like, a Final Fantasy 17. I'd also love to see 17 completely, like, flip the script as well, to be fair. But more on that in a second. We'll see what Mid's up to.
We're pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
Because I think this game's going to be an extremely high bar to cross for a sequel, for 17. So instead of trying, I'd rather 17 go a radically different direction. Heck, make it a fucking sci-fi fantasy. This one went super traditional, make the next game a super, like, sci-fi fantasy. Fuck it. Have 17, like, start with like a fucking opening shot from Star Wars.
Let's start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
When I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it.
He's older than the father. Well, he's technically Noctis's great, like, a million times reoccurring great uncle.
Mid, you get all the parts.
Or however many hundreds of years.
I'll take care of the rest.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest salmon you can find.
Because it was between Arden and his brother like literally stole the throne from under Arden and continued the bloodline, and Noctis is from that bloodline. So it's like a God knows how many extra greats uncle. But that's the closest you're gonna get. Sometime later. Trying to think, have they ever done the main villain is your father plot in Final Fantasy? I think the closest we've got is Golbez being Cecil's brother. I don't think they've had a father, I think we've had a brother plot. Because Chaos is just Chaos, the Emperor is the Emperor, Cloud of Darkness is just a demon, so Golbez is Cecil's brother, Exdeath is a tree demon, Kefka the Clown is this fucking psychopath, Sephiroth is from the same genetic constitution as Cloud, but that's it. Ultimecia was a demon housing a sorceress that used to like raise Squall as an orphan, so technically like a mother of the house, but not quite because she's possessed. Kuja is Zidane's brother. Oh no, they have 10. I had to think for a second, even though he was one of 3 villains. Tidus's father is one of the pieces of sin.
Good luck to them, I say. Right,
And it's the fight that plays Otherworld in, you know, that really fucking rock solid like screamer metal song. Zect, sorry. Because I was thinking, my first thought was Seymour, because Seymour is like the proper main villain, but it's Seymour, Zect, and Sin, the being of Sin.
What's the matter?
12, it's the Emperor. 13, it's some old priest fuckstick. Scream. Yeah, true.
The Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown.
13-2 was Caius,
For a land untouched by the Blight.
who was a sorrowful villain. 13-3 was literally just a god.
So if the worst came to the worst,
15 was, you know, great uncle. And now in this game, it's between Waloed Emperor from distant land and an Ultima, the epitome of the origin of all like fonts of information, the origins of all things in the multiverse, all that bullshit.
I don't want it to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate.
More fun than that. Which is fair, you want like, even though it's more they're just jumping on an idea here, and Ultima represents something different in every game because every Final Fantasy game is, you know, it's doing its own thing. Ultima as a concept has existed since Final Fantasy 2, and it took them until Final Fantasy 16 to make that the villain, or make that an actual major significant story fight.
My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail,
like, you want to talk about technical build-ups, even though like it's more coincidental that it's like, you know, if they just took this long to think of it, that's a hell of a build-up.
Tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Aw. She's a little nervous to have to go see her dad's grave, which is fucking fair enough. I wonder when the last time she went, because it seems like it was a while. Oh, there's side quests to do. Fuck, we're not going to get to see his... We're not going to go today, because we've got side quests to do, and I want to wrap up soon. We got a new letter in the chambers. Oh, is that going to be beckoning us, seeing a fight started at Thingy? At Lost Wing. That they found the origin of that Black Shield dude. I think it might be. Let's find out. Oh my goodness! Okay, so we're not going to go see it today. I'm going to accept all these quests and then wrap up, and then, like, later in the week, when it's come back to it, we'll do all these and, then go see Sid's grave. I was fumbling through the hideaway ledgers at Otto's behest, and might have come across something that might need your attention. Maybe, and I mean immediately, you know where I'll be. Sure.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
I'm gonna read myself there. Tomorrow we're back on Marie, and so we're going to be doing that both tomorrow and Wednesday to try and get it all done. And then Thursday, I think Thursday's more when we get back to FF16. And then I think either Friday or Saturday, assuming we're done with Marie, we'll get back on the lure. Probably Friday. Oh no, fuck, I'm busy Friday. Saturday I'm back on it. Completely forgot for a second, I'm busy on Friday. It's on the schedule, I literally put it on the schedule, I'm busy on Friday. Anyway, Clive, something ain't right with that hound of yours. When it pleases your lordship, pay me a visit to the toll.
What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him.
Bone to pick. And the last one's a plus quest, which means we're getting a major reward out of doing it. Oh, trophy unlocked. The pen is mightier. Open 10 letters. Cheers for you help dragging Blackthorn out of the dumps the other day. Thing is, I reckon he's gone and thrown himself back in, judging by the droops of the Giles lately. So I'm thinking, maybe it weren't just the leather that was on his mind. Maybe there's other demons jabbing their pitchforks into his privates. Jesus. I know you're a busy bloke, but next time you find yourself free, maybe we could go and ask the old bastard what's got him so hot and bothered, assuming it ain't just the forge.
Hopefully it's nothing.
So, yeah, doing Blackthorn quests tends to unlock us more things to make, so that makes sense. Blacksmith Blues number 2. And then that will pick up the next fucking time, all right? I want to stop. I want to get some food and get ready for work. So I'm going to save. All right, so all in all, great progress. We started this fight with the sick as fuck, like nearly 50-minute long boss fight against Titan. We got a lot of side questing done. We're going to go see Sid's grave next time. We have a better idea of where things are going. Like, I think Dion's going to join us. He's currently in talks with Joshua. We know that, you know, Waloed are in cahoots with Ultima one way or another, so we're absolutely going to go over there at some point. Like, things are starting to come together. Makes me kind of curious how much left I've actually got in this game. Because we got 2 crystals in Ultima. So, like, in one hand, not that much. On the other hand, how much is between those crystals, you know? But I digress. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It genuinely really helps this channel grow. Additionally, in the description, you can find my Twitter for general updates, Patreon, where you can support me if you wish to, and if you pay a certain amount, even influence what sort of games I'll eventually get to, like me playing Trails of Zero at some point later in August, or maybe early September, depending on where it fits. Like through one man's donation, how we got there. Or through my PayPal if you'd rather just leave a tip. Once again, it's all just up to you. Don't feel like you have to if you don't want to. It's just there if the choice takes your fancy. But until next time, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you then. Take care now. Peace.